our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar. Ms. Tan Guat Eng, the organizing chairperson of Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents 35th Annual Dinner and National Real Estate Awards. Our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, the president of MIEA, Mr. Nixon Paul and his lovely wife Celine, past presidents of MIEA, representatives from our main sponsor, Maybank, presidents from the various institutes, my good friend Professor Dr. Silvaraj and his team from Open University Malaysia, our education partner, Mr. Ho Ketat and his team from the Star, our media partner, fellow estate agents and negotiators, ladies and gentlemen, a good evening to all of you today. I'm Christopher Chan and I'm the MC for this evening. If you have attended last year's annual dinner, you'll probably have seen my chubby face. And there's actually two reasons why I'm here today. The first reason is that in MIEA, if you don't already know, there is such thing as an employment for life. When MIEA asks you to do something, you better be sure that they'll be asking you to do the same thing over and over again for the rest of your life. And that's why I'm here. And the second reason that's more important is because of Datuk Sri. My wife told me, if you want to see Datuk Sri in person, you better become the MC for this annual dinner. So I say, yes, madam. So I'm here today. And I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate Datuk Sri on the recent announcement by Maybank on half-year net profit that was up by 21.2%, record high of 2.78 billion. Let's give a big round of applause for Maybank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents 35th Annual Dinner and National Real Estate Awards. On behalf of the organizing committee for this event, we would like to thank all of you for gracing us with your presence at this glorious event. I think all of you deserve a round of applause. This annual dinner, which is held annually gives us the opportunity to meet members and exchange ideas, and not forgetting to have a great time together. We will learn the progress made by the Institute and the plans we have for the future. This will all reflect how membership in the Institute will benefit from all these actions. Apart from this evening's event is also to celebrate our achievement over the last 1 year and to introduce our 2 new councillors who recently joined the Council of Management of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents. But most importantly, this evening's event is also a National Real Estate Awards night, which is designed to recognize outstanding achievement of real estate agents, real estate firms, real estate salespeople, and those who have contributed to the real estate industry as a whole. Hence, the theme for this evening is aptly coined, Celebrating Victories. The organizing committee of this event has been toiling for many months now to put together a successful event for you. We are indeed very pleased to have with us very dedicated members who have been willing to go over and above the required norm to turn this event into a mega success. Please give them a big round of applause. You know, no committee can be successful without a leader. And there's a saying, behind every successful event, there is a lady. This lady has worked tirelessly, and this event couldn't have happened without her. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the organizing chairperson of MIEA'S 35th Annual Dinner and National Real Estate Awards, the ever flamboyant Miss Tan Guan Eng, on stage for a welcome address.
Can you hear me? A very good evening to our guest of honor, Dato Sri Abdul Wahid Roma, President and Chief Executive Officer of Maybank. Mr. Nixon Paul, the President of the Malaysia Institute of Estate Agents, Siva Shankar, Deputy President of the Malaysia Institute of Estate Agents and the Awards Chairman. Dato is not here yet. Mr. Ho Ketak from the Star, Presidents and representatives from the various associations that are present here today, namely Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. Are you all here? Real Estate Housing Developers Associations, PIAPSI Malaysia Chapter, Pertubuhan Architect Malaysia, PPKM, Open University of Malaysia, Institute of Estate Agents of Singapore, the National Real Estate of Associations Indonesia. Mr. Rami, are you here? Our media partners of Star Publications, our sponsors, Maybank, past presidents of MIEA, fellow practitioners, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. All right. In fact, being a OC is not as you say that you can do what you want to do, you see. When I was given a post, I said, okay, there's only one condition. Don't ask me to make any speech. President said, don't worry, it's only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. So can I have half an hour? I said, no. The most is 20 minutes. Okay lah, 10 minutes lah. So this is negotiations. But then I go, okay, tonight is my show. Can I invite Anita Sarawak? Oh no, this is not within our budget. Then, if in this case, can I sing? I can sing like, love, yeah, is your love. Mr. Shiva will jump up. You say, who, auntie? You think you're really Lady Gaga? You're going to frighten our guest of honor. He's a very reserved man. Oh, cannot again. So what am I supposed to do, is it? So, but that is one thing I would not compromise. I told our committees and the councils of management, there is these 2 persons, I think it's high time for us to award them as a fellow. And these two persons have been dedicated and contributed all their lives for MIEA. In fact, as a counselor, it's not an easy thing, as you know that everybody is a boss of themselves. Just, if I could recall, in the year 2002, that's what we have been happen, the 40% and the commissions that arise. And we have our meetings that was under our past president, Stephen Teo. Our meetings start at 10 a.m. and ended at 10 p.m. And I remember we have a road shows to Malacca. And our meeting starts from 10 a.m. and it's ended at 12 a.m. in the morning. And that time our site gen, there was Julie Wong, with the food holding one hand and the pens on the other hands. And then for myself, I was holding one hand just because my hand was hurt by somebody. This is our Kelvin Yip. And then, as I said, that's the reason, not the reason also that I recommend him as a fellow. The love-hate relationship we have, you see. But I remember in 1996, that was our first seminars towards the theme is towards the millennium. And at that time, Mr. Kelvin Yip and our Mr. Soma, that time was the organizing chairman, you see. And they have worked throughout the whole night to make the thing success. And in fact, Mr. Soma was sleeping in the hall, if I could remember. And ladies and gentlemen, through their efforts, the MIEA owns the first access, that is a fax machines and a photostat machines of our own. Can we have a round of applause to Mr. Soma? Basically, MIEA has gone through a lot, and until today, we have our victories. Celebrating our victories, we have our own buildings, everything. But of all these persons, I would like to introduce another fellows, that is Miss Jesslyn Sim, who is the lady who made the first 100,000 to MIEA. She's not here yet. Oh my God. Ah, she's here. That's the lady there. And in fact, as I say that, for the many nights, we were sitting and waiting in silence in the cold for the someone special. The someone special is not anybody, it's the MPPJ people, because our cars were got crammed there. So we have no choice of the way for them to open the car, and then both of them the store, they're sitting down, they don't know what to do. And she's the person who spent days and nights just for MIEA. And I told her, I said, Jesslyn, MIEA does not forget you. Your contribution will be recognized. And the other person is that, as I said, that for MIEA has gone through so many of the things that, and then in fact my partner, Mr. Nixon Paul, is terrible. It's only 1 week, he's only 1.5 days in our office. Until so much so that the other partner, late Mr. John Manuel, and we suggested that shall we buy a sofa bed in MIEA for him. See? So Celine, are you here? So to be the woman behind is not easy, yeah? So overall, as I said, being a treasurer, I put a budget of incomes of 50,000 from MIEA. So I kena lah sekarang. So for this, I would like to thank our main sponsor, Maybank, for contributed 50,000. So I'm taking care of already. And also I have to thank all my friends. Just only a call, they have already say, okay, I will advertise, no problem, everything, and they have so many of them. Oh, can I put on my advertiser? Oh, I'm not going to mention. A very big thanks to them. Can I have a round of applause for that? And I would like to apologize and thank you, my committees, being so patient with me for the last 3 months. Aunties a bit run out of patience nowadays. Sorry for that. It's not because of menopause, it's already passed. Okay. But I would like to thank my committees, Mr. Siva, Mr. Nixon Paul, Kelvin Yip, Raj, Kudip, Christopher Chan, Edwin Koo, Ho Chi Minh, Judy Chang, Judith Ng, Kat Day, Teresa, and our staffs from MIA, that is Joseph, Ning, Miss Yo, and Mano. And with this, as I said, I know everybody is hungry. I would end my speech. And most important is all of you present here. Give yourself a round of applause. And thank you very much. Good evening.
Guat Eng don't leave the stage so fast yet. Guat Eng is also my godmother. So I felt very offended just now when you said the organizing committee didn't allow you to sing. Since today I'm the MC, basically I'm in charge of the stage and I call the shot. So I think that you should sing us a song. But chairs don't break any glasses. So ladies and gentlemen, let me help me to welcome it, encourage her to give us a song.
Oh dear. When I was down and my soul so weary, when troubles come, my heart was burdened be, and I am here sitting in the silence until you come see the world with me. You raise me up high in the mountain. You raise me up across the stormy sea. I am high when I'm on your shoulder. You raise me up more than I could be.
Wow, wait, hang on first. You already raised us up already from our seats already. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, today is Guat Eng's birthday, actual day. So let us sing happy birthday song to her. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Guat Eng. Happy birthday to you. It sounds like a karaoke session, but it's not actually. The well-known American journalist and writer Mark Kalinsky said it best when he says, "Food is a central activity of mankind and one of the single most significant trademarks of a culture. Nowhere is more evident than here in Malaysia." In fact, when we were organizing this, a few members, quite a lot of members actually asked me. They didn't ask about the program content, they actually asked me, "Hey, the annual dinner, the menu how? Nice delicious. So this is Malaysian. We enjoy our food. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy because I'm also starved to death to announce that dinner is served. Bon appetit. It is led by the President, Mr. Nixon Paul, who has been in the industry since the 80s. He has served selfishly for the benefit of the profession and for the practitioners. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the man whom we call our Tower of Strength, the President of MIEA, Mr. Nixon Paul.
Our guest of honor, Dato Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, President and Chief Executive Officer of Maybank, Ms. Tan Guadeng, the Organizing Chairman of the MIEA 35th Annual Dinner, Mr. Siva Shankar, Deputy President of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents and Awards Chairman, Dato Leslie Lee and Datin Doris Lee, Mr. Lim Hong Tat from Maybank, Mr. Ho Kay Tat from the Star, Presidents and representatives from the various associations that are present here today, namely the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, the Real Estate Housing Developers Association, FIAPSI Malaysian Chapter, Pertubuhan Architect Malaysia, PPKM, Open University of Malaysia, Institute of Estate Agents Singapore, the National Real Estate Association of Indonesia, PAREP Philippines. I understand we have a representative from the Philippines here tonight. Our media partners, the Star Publications and Home Finder. Our sponsors, Maybank, past presidents of MIEA, fellow practitioners, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Council of Management, I wish to thank everyone here today for taking the time to join us in celebrating and recognizing our profession's top performing companies and individuals. Since the inception of the National Real Estate Awards, participation in these awards has been steadily growing and building momentum. This in turn has seen the numbers at our dinners growing by the year, and hopefully in a few years to come, we might have 1,000 people here, God willing. Yeah? The last 17 months of my presidency has been exciting, eventful, challenging, inspiring, satisfying, and mostly stressful. There are so many issues to address, and as of late, it's been this issue of the mandatory salary for negotiators. I just want to touch on this matter a little bit. This may not be the right forum, but I think considering that most of us here are practitioners, I just would like to touch on this a little bit, right? The majority are generally unhappy with this new issue of mandatory salary. And they're also unhappy with the board's reluctance to allow practitioners the flexibility to offer contract for service or contract for service and contract of service. In simple terms, employment on a commission basis or employment with salary and commission. Yeah. The reason why a lot of us are a little bit unhappy is because this has been this practice where we have just been working on the contract for service for a while now. And what we are actually requesting from the board is just to allow us the flexibility to give, or rather give us the option to do the either one. But I think what needs to be addressed here is the issues which affect the practitioners outside the Klang Valley, right? The average number of transactions per annum and the average transaction values, for example, in Pahang, Negeri Sembilan and Kedah, right, are substantially smaller in comparison to what you see in the Klang Valley. If we are going to impose or implement this issue where there's mandatory salary, I think the practitioners outside the Klang Valley are the ones who are really going to feel it. So my question here is that I'm not sure how much research or study has been put into this matter, because in my opinion, and I may be wrong here, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. This issue has been actually made on the assumption on how practitioners operate in the Klang Valley. So if you were to now operate, let's say in Kedah, an example, your transactions won't be that many. Your transaction values are substantially smaller. And then if you are now caught to pay a mandatory salary, it is going to have a telling effect on our practitioners. I think the board needs to be a little bit sensitive about this. We have sent a referendum on this matter, and I hope that they will, what should I say, be a little bit sensitive to our needs. Anyway, moving forward on a more positive note, right? I'd like to thank a host of people who have been very supportive of all the activities and programs that we've been conducting, right? Firstly, I wish to thank my council members and my Deputy President, Mr. Siva Shankar, for all the sacrifices and support they've provided me over the last 17 months. We've had our hands full with a host of activities and challenges, but I'm happy to note that most of this were carried out quite successfully. Right? Support has also come from many other people. I would like to make reference to the education committee, right? Or rather to the training in education issues. I would like to specifically thank Mr. Ho Chin Sun, Mr. Sakunan, or Saki as he is fondly known, Mr. Stephen Thew and Mr. Suma Sundram, who are our past presidents, Mr. David Koch, our legal advisor, Mr. Alvin Fernandez, and Mr. N.K. Tong, because Mr. N.K. Tong will be conducting a talk this coming Tuesday on the opportunities and challenges of the condominium market. For those of you who are interested, please call up the Secretariat and book your seats. Seats are limited, yeah? This will be at about it's on 3 p.m. on Tuesday. I would like to thank all of them for having taken the time to speak at our talks and sharing their knowledge for the betterment of the profession. An organization that I must recognize and who has also supported us is Maybank. Radhasri, I'm not saying this because you're here today, but in all sincerity, Maybank's support over the last 2 years has been a real blessing for the Institute. Thank you. Not only has the bank assisted us financially, but they've also added value to our institute. We've got a program called the Maybank Property Watch Program. Our members who participated in this program have actually successfully concluded sales. This has actually added value. That is why I would like to especially thank Mr. Lim Hong Tat for seconding Mr. Pritpal Singh or Paul and Ms. Ines Lim to assist us. They have been instrumental in the implementation of all the activities and programs that we have undertaken with Maybank. Thank you, Mr. Lim. Support has also come in other areas. As of late, we have gone into a collaboration with the Institute of Professional Development Open University, or rather IPD-OUM. This collaboration has given opportunity to negotiators and members of the public to take the professional diploma in real estate. But I think what is of significance with this collaboration is this. This diploma now, or previously, was not made available outside the Klang Valley. But we are now taking advantage of OUM's network of what they call learning centers. They've got learning centers throughout the country, in every state. And I think in certain states, they've got 2 or 3 outlets. So this has worked out well. We are now in a position to make the diploma available to all negotiators throughout the country, right? We had a launch in Sabah, Sarawak, and Johor, and I must tell you that response has been overwhelming. And this has actually proved to be a very positive move for the Institute. We shall be launching this diploma in KL on Friday the 12th of this month. And all negotiators who are here today, and if you're intending to take the diploma, you're welcome. There'll be a briefing on this matter. We're having it at 4 p.m. at the Royal Lake Club. Of special, I would really like to thank the people who were instrumental in making this collaboration a success. I'd like to thank Professor Dr. Silveraj and Ms. Angie Chin for their invaluable support in making this a reality. Moving on, I'd also like to thank our Vice President and ICT Chairman, Ms. Kate Tay, for her dedication and commitment in developing the MIEA portal. We have for a long time now been talking about owning and managing our own multi-listing system. This is now in place. Further to that, we have also incorporated other interesting features which we believe will be of value to members and practitioners. This facility is being made available for free to all members and practitioners. You do not need to be a member to make use of this facility, right? And I wish to urge all practitioners to take advantage of this portal. This year, we celebrate our 35th annual dinner and the 4th year of the National Real Estate Awards. The awards was the brainchild of our past president, Mr. K. Somasundram. It was he who initiated this program and more or less single-handedly came up with the criteria, the categories, the scoring system to determine the winners. If not for this initiative, many of us probably will not be here tonight. The National Real Estate Awards has given the profession the opportunity to recognize and to reward our top-performing companies and agents. These awards will carry on for the years to come, and I'm sure it will only get bigger and better. This will be the legacy that Mr. K. Somasundram will leave behind. A big round of applause for Mr. Somasundram. In conclusion, our profession and the Institute over the years had faced many challenges. But thanks to the dedication and commitment of our past presidents and council members, today we are in a much better position to take on the future challenges, which we most certainly will face from time to time. And for this, and on behalf of the membership, I salute and thank all the past presidents and council members for paving the way and creating a better tomorrow for all of us in the profession. Thank you. Please enjoy the dinner.
Shall we invite Mr. Nixon Paul up to the stage again to do the honors in the inauguration of the new councillors and to introduce the Council of Management for 2012 to 2013 and for the induction of the fellow members.
Ladies and gentlemen, serving on the council, on the National Council, calls for a lot of sacrifices. And every year, it's been a challenge trying to get people to come and serve on the council. I'm appealing to all registered agents in this hall that while you're making all this money, give some time back as well. Okay? So anyway, this year we have got 2 new members who have come into the council. The first person is Ms. Judith Ng from CBD Properties. Can I have you up here, Judith? The second person, who's our vice president now and who's actually been on the council for many years, all the way from Johor Bahru, Mr. Lim Boon Ping. I would like to call the other members of the council to the stage to be recognized. Can I have immediate past President Ms. Julie Wong up on stage, please? I will call all the names out and then you give us a round of applause, please. Yeah. Can I have Deputy President Mr. Siva Shankar? Vice President Ms. Kate Tay. Vice President Mr. Eric Koh. Is he around? Our Treasurer and Organizing Chairman, Ms. Tan Guan Eng. Councillor Ms. Judy Chen, Councillor Ms. Teresa De Silva, Mr. Bae Yang To. Mr. Bae, are you here? Yes. Our Johor Chairman, Mr. Lu. A few of our other council members were unable to make it this evening due to some prior engagements. So ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for these people who have made a lot of sacrifices? Thank you. One last item for me, okay? Don't mean to hog this. We don't do this every year, but once in a while, we have this conferment of the fellow. The fellow, or this designation of the fellow, is a recognition conferred to persons or individuals who have unselfishly contributed towards the betterment of the Institute. These are individuals who have gone the extra mile or beyond the call of duty. Before this recognition is conferred, the committee meets and evaluates each candidate carefully. Firstly, the basic criteria needs to be met. Then we deliberate on the candidate's contribution towards the Institute, and only then does the committee vote on this conferment. In short, the message that I'm trying to relay is that this conferment is only given to a few individuals who have made huge sacrifices to the Institute. This year, we want to recognize 2 individuals who have made significant contributions to the Institute over the years. The first individual. He started his career in 1988 as a negotiator with Reinhorn, Zaki and Partners. Then in 1994, he completed his diploma in real estate and became a registered real estate agent. He then joined KGV Lambert Smith Hampton. In 1995, he ventured on his own and set up his own company. After 13 years of business operations on his own, he recently, I think maybe about a month or so or 2 months ago, recently joined Knight Frank Malaysia as their associate director. His involvement in MIEA started in 1996 as an ordinary member. In 1998, he was elected to the council. In the year 2000, he was made vice president. In 2001, he was invited to represent MIEA on the board of valuers, appraisers and estate agents. He served on the board until 2005. From 2007 to 2009, he served as the treasurer, again serving in the council. In 2009, he was made organizing chairman for the Malaysian Real Estate Convention, or MAREC in short. This individual, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Kelvin Yip. Can you please give him a big round of applause? The second individual is a beautiful lady now. Okay. She started a career in the real estate business in 1994. In 1995, she set out on her own and set up Richmond Realty. She has served in the council for more than 10 years in various portfolios. In 1994 to 1995, she served as the internal auditor. In 1995, she was elected to the council and served as the social and recreation chairman. In 1997, she served as the membership chairman and was responsible for doubling the number of members. In 1999, she was appointed as the Honorary Secretary General and ensured the smooth flow of activities at the Secretariat. In 2001, she was appointed the Education Chairman and was responsible for the initiation of the Negotiators Course. This is a course which is conducted monthly today. Today is conducted monthly and is very well received by members and practitioners. Apart from initiating the Negotiators Course, she also organized several talks which involved international speakers from the US and Japan. During her tenure as the membership chairman, she was also appointed the organizing chairman for MIEA'S annual convention for 2 consecutive years. What is noteworthy here is that till today, she holds the record for organizing a convention with the most number of participants ever. 800 people attended this convention. I think that calls for a round of applause, yeah? Today, she serves as a committee member in FIAPSI's task force. She is also the vice president of the Malaysia My Second Home Association. She also serves as a committee member in the Malaysia-China Friendship Association. This individual, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the very charming Miss Jaslyn Sim. So I'm going to call upon Mr. Kelvin Yip first to come and give us a few words.
Thank you, President. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply honored and humbled by this award from MIEA. I've checked the website and saw there were only 14 fellows in the last 30 over years. This shows that it's not freely given, unlike any other organization. I joined MIEA in 1996 and was immediately asked to serve in one of the subcommittees. That was under Mr. Charlie Chan. In 1998, I stood for election as a councillor and was duly elected. Since then, I have served under another 5 more presidents, namely Mr. Tinahara Kumar, Mr. Raymond Tang, my mentor, Mr. Stephen Tew, Wan Khadijah, and last but not least, Mr. Soma Sunyi. I have been a councillor, a vice president, and a treasurer of the institute. And I have served in almost all committees. In 2001, I was called to serve in the board representing estate agents in the country. And I was in the Complaints Investigation Committee, the Disciplinary Committee, as well as the examiner for TPC. So some of you guys may have encountered me during my term in the board. That was for 2 terms of 4 years. Looking back, in the 90s, the office of MIEA follows the president. So wherever the president is, MIEA office is there. Okay, and it was, at the time, the accounts were indebted to the president and the councillors. That means in the accounts it was negative. In the year 2000, the turnaround came. That was when we did the Appraise 2000, where there was a lot of speakers from US, including the president of NAR, Mr. Dennis Krom. In that year, in November, we went to US to attend their convention. And in that convention, we were given an award for Asian outreach. That was the year we had the first award from the US. Like I said, 2000 was the year the money came in. It was the dedication and hard work of the council and the strong support of the members. In 2008, that's the time we bought our premise. And I remember, being the treasurer, I signed the 2 checks. The first 10% as well as the balance 90%. The balance 90% was 600 per thousand. At last, MIEA had their own home. This dinner tonight reminds me of 2001, when I was the organizing chairman. I can understand what Guading went through tonight. To make it successful, you have to go a long way and a lot of sacrifice. I was also the OC for MAREC 09, which is difficult to forget because you would have a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of time away from your office. Okay? The council has been fantastic. The fellowship and the commitment is very strong. And we went through a lot of trials and tribulations. We actually went through what we call thick and thin. But for me, it was from thin to now thick. And from a full crown of hair to now getting more face. After all that I've said now, I think I know why they gave me the award. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Kelvin. Now I'd like to call upon the second candidate, Ms. Jesslyn Sim, to say a few words.
In 1995, I was elected as council member of MIEA. It was just after 1 month, I set out my own real estate agency. Since then, I've served 4 presidents. This included past President Charlie Chan, past President Raymond Tang, Past President Tina Harakumar and Past President Stephen Tew. I wish to express my deepest gratitude to these past presidents for the immense trust they given to me by giving me the opportunity to perform and accomplish my duty as chairman of various portfolios. Thank you, past presidents. I would like to thank another fellow of the Institute, that's Mr. Bae Yang To. He's over there. Mr. Bae, just like my big brother, you know, he has given me a lot of encouragement and guidance. Thank you, Mr. Bae. Well, I wish to thank all my former committee members who have assisted me with great dedication and support, such as Tan Gua Eng, our overseer of the night, Kelvin Yip, Wai Wai Lau, I think she's somewhere here, Wendy, and many others. I remembered facing many challenges while serving the Institute. However, I enjoyed the success with good results, as just mentioned by President Nixon Paul. Looking back, I've gone through the thick and thin of MIEA. Those years, I think Stephen is smiling there, I know, MIEA was not as financially so sound as it is today. In fact, it was so poor that at times we council members had to dip into our pocket to bridge the finance of the Institute. Well, I'm glad to see that MIEAs have grown from strength to strength over the years. And now it has become a well-recognized body by the profession and members of the public locally and internationally. Well done, MIEA. Now, I sincerely would like to thank the Council of Management for conferring me with this highest award given by the Institute. I'm indeed honored to be given this fellowship award. Thank you. Fellow members, although now I'm not so active involving with MIEA's activities as before, however, my heart remains with MIEA, and my love for MIEA continues. Now, thank you. My best wishes for MIEA and all of you in the real estate profession. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two people have served MIA unselfishly for so many years. Another big round of applause for them, please.
A big congratulations again to Jaslyn and Kevin on being inducted as Fellows of the Institute. If you want to know how hard they have labored for the Institute, you only have to ask the older members of the Institute. You will be shocked to the core. They toil late into the night to complete their tasks, and many times they did a lot of work for the Institute at the expense of their business. And we truly thank you for their dedication. A big congratulations to the two new councillors, Boon Ping and Judith. I wish President Nixon and the Council of Management the very best, and we are very confident that they will continue to do a fantastic job for the Institute. Please. We have now come to the big highlight of this evening's event, the National Real Estate Awards presentation. I know that times are tough in the real estate industry right now, but champions will always be champions. Judy Adler, the ice skating champion of the 1970s, says, "Champions know that there are no shortcuts to the top. They climb the mountain one step at a time. they have no use for helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no better person to do the awards presentation than Mr. Siva Shankar, our Deputy President of MIEA and the National Real Estate Award Chairman. Please help me to welcome him on stage.
Good evening, guests of honor, Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, President Nixon Paul, fellow practitioners, ladies and gentlemen. As we come to the highlight of the evening, we're all here for one reason. As we come to the highlight of the evening, I would appreciate it if you could all kindly be seated and give us your attention to show due respect to the winners for today. For the fourth consecutive year, the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents is celebrating the National Real Estate Awards Night. Like a bright shining star in the sky, MIEA'S National Real Estate Awards, thank you, continue to grow both in stature as well as in size. Encouraging people to challenge themselves is never an easy task. Human nature, by virtue of itself, seems to find inertia more appealing than momentum. Over the years, it has been quite a challenge to get practitioners to participate in these awards. For any profession to grow and gain prominence, it must be able to continuously challenge itself. Never has this been more apparent than in these changing times. The world is whizzing along at breakneck speed. Anyone and anything that are not prepared to move along at this speed will be left behind and eventually become irrelevant. The idea for these real estate awards was mooted way back in 2008 by past President Somasundram. This idea came to fruition when the first award ceremony was held in 2009. What started as merely 6 award categories has now grown to 22 categories. The first year saw only 4 submissions. I am pleased that these have grown to 20 submissions this year. For the second time, we're having a separate category for state agencies, namely Penang, Perak, Johor, Sabah and Sarawak. However, we are disappointed that real estate agencies outside the Klang Valley seem to be reluctant to participate in these awards. We do not know why this is so, but we encourage these agencies to cast aside their fears and apprehension and participate more solidly in these awards in the coming years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware that the recognition of MIEA'S National Real Estate Awards has grown tremendously since its inception. It has now become a big thing to win one of these awards. Past award winners have leveraged on their win by branding themselves to gain more prominence, not only amongst clients, but also within our own industry. I am confident that it has helped them tremendously in gaining clients as well as recruiting salespeople. We are pleased that 2012 has received the largest ever interest in the awards, with consequently the highest number of submissions received. To those who made the effort to challenge themselves, challenge the competition, and challenge the industry by vying for these awards, a big thank you and congratulations from the bottom of our hearts. You are all winners, irrespective of whether you pick up an award tonight. Fellow practitioners, the most meaningful and prestigious of MIEA'S awards is the Real Estate Leadership Award. This is the only award available tonight which you cannot compete for. the recipient of this award is carefully chosen by a select committee from a handful of recommended names. Once chosen, the recipient is considered and accepted by MIEA's Council of Management. This very special award is given to individuals who have contributed significantly to the development of the real estate fraternity in general and towards the cause of estate agency in particular. Fellow practitioners, ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient of MIEA's Real Estate Leadership Award is Dato' Leslie Lee. Please allow me to read a brief introduction of Dato' Leslie. Dato' Leslie is the first outstation member of out of the Klang Valley to join MIEA in 1977. This is testament to his commitment, faith, confidence, and foresight in our National Institute. He served the management committee for about 18 years, rising to the position of Vice President. He was elected the first pro-tem chairman for MIEA Penang State Branch at its first meeting. He also initiated the first multiple listing system and property exchange system for MIEA. He started the first liaison and contact with overseas national real estate associations during the presidency of Arunachalam. In 1986, he was incorporated into the committee by the board to formulate the estate agency rules. He is also the founder of the MIEA Building Fund, which was conceived and started in 1991. To kickstart the fund, he personally paid an initial amount of 1,500, which eventually grew to his personal contributions of about 15,000. Dato' Leslie is married to Datin Doris for 36 years and they have 3 lovely children. In the late 80s to early 90s, his real estate agency, New Bob Realty, became not only the largest estate agency in Penang, but probably also in the whole country. He is the chairman of New Bob Realty and has held that position for the last 35 years. Coming from a poverty-stricken family, being the youngest of 10 children, community service has always been close to his heart. He has sponsored poor students to pursue their university studies and given various donations to charitable organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask President Nixon and our guest of honor, Dato' Sri Wahid, to come up on stage to give away the award to our recipient for today's Real Estate Leadership Award. Please all join hands and help me welcome Malaysia Institute of Estate Agents Real Estate Leadership Award 2012 recipient, Dato' Leslie Lee.
Guest of honor, Dr. Sri Abdul Wahid, CEO of Maybank, President Nixon of MIEA, Mr. Ho, Managing Director of Star Publication, Mr. Lim, also of Maybank, other management committees of MIEA, past presidents, fellow MIEA members, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It was so much easier 7 years ago when I received the fellowship award. There is no need to put any speech. But today, things has changed. that symbolizes the growth of MIEA in terms of maturity and in terms of professionalism. Sabas to MIEA. Upon the need to give the speech, I was so glad my wife pointed out to me. She told me, the rostrum is tall enough for you, so you don't have to have any stress. So thank you. I think the organizing chairman is also as tall as me, because in my last speech at the Sergi College, where our clinical in-house psychologists give a talk on stress management at home, in workplace, as well as in colleges, the organizing chairman is short, and as such, the rostrum is short. And I was stressed even before I delivered my speech because I got to bend down. I'm indeed standing here very honored to be conferred this award. I accept this award in all humanity, taking cognizance that I have been fortunate in being singled out tonight from amongst many qualified, capable and eligible people within and beyond MIEA, who had contributed to the cause of real estate in our country and has shown leadership in this field. I wish to thank the distinguished panel for your decision in selecting me for this special award. By the way, President Nixon, I have given up drinking 5 years ago, so any drinks falling thereafter from tonight is going to be on your account. On a serious note, this award is not only special to me, as it makes me join the rank of Dato' Rahim from Rahim & Co., distinguished personalities like Ravindra Das, who is the Director General of the Board of Valuers, Appraisers and Estate Agent, and a very established, well-known developer and architect, that is Dato' Ellen Tong. It is also special in a way that this is the first time this inauguration was given to a homegrown member. I call myself a homegrown member because I'm a member of MIEA. Within our own turf. Therefore, I wish to dedicate this honor to all you members of MIEA. Looking back, it has been indeed a very challenging, rewarding journey that started off in 1975 with me, my wife, and we had another part-time staff in our fling with real estate. From the three of us, we have grown to almost about 200 staff over the years. I wish to take this opportunity to thank my supporting staff and all those that had contributed to make my receiving this award tonight possible. It would not have been complete if I have not also thanked my unfailing, dedicated wife, that is Doris, that is over there, still following me up here to make sure that I don't go astray after receiving this award with the many drinks. She had indeed provided me with the full understanding and love as a partner. Without her support, this honor tonight may not be possible. In 1975, just as my girlfriend, she had even drawn up her entire life savings to invest in me as our initial startup capital in this real estate. And she was rightfully reprimanded by her older sister. By the way, my record of the longest day happened 16 years ago. In 1996, when as usual you start work in the morning about 9 a.m. You got to be in the office early so that the staff will be there. And if any of the staff are late, they see that you're there early, then they will be embarrassed themselves. And that night, I finished work at 5 a.m. in the morning, just in time for breakfast, with none other than our ex-minister, Mr. Dato' Kok Wee Kat. And in the wee hours of the morning, after some tough and serious negotiation, a $14 million deal was sealed. For our new pop in the 1990s, we completed the new pop tower, a 21-story office building, MB Place, MB Plaza, MB Industrial Park, Siri New Pop, which is about 125 units of residential landed properties, a block of condominiums along Gani Drive. Today, my son, Will, had taken over the management and is doing his other developments. In 1977, when I joined MIEA, at that point in time we call MIEA as our girlfriend, it's MAREA, Malaysian Association of Real Estate Agents. It was at that point in time in its infancy. However, I had always had faith and confidence in MIEA. I strongly believed then, and further reinforced now, that MIEA, or now known as MIEA, is to be the national body representative of the aspirations of all professional practicing real estate agents in our country. This belief has been proven that MIEA, through good times and bad times, have been able to weather through the storms to emerge stronger. I had the benefit of witnessing the difficult testing periods of the Institute and strongly believe the worst is over. Sabas and congratulations to all the current and past leadership, and to all the MIEA members. MIEA had finally attained adulthood from its infancy days. Therefore, the Institute is here to stay in the long haul, and with continuing dedication and sacrifice by its leaders and members, the only way will be to go up and be better in the times ahead. I further believe that MIEA will continue to grow from strength to strength in the future with increased membership. I understand we are now at about 700. I believe soon we will touch this 1,000 mark. This belief is compounded by the fact that real estate as a scarce resources is a fundamental need of mankind, with increasing population on a fixed land mass on Earth. And estate agency services complements in satisfying this basic human requirement. The fact is already established in developed countries. To me, it has been a personal joy as founder of MIEA Building Fund to see the realization of MIEA having its own building, which the Institute can now proudly call its own. Back then, as what has been said, the MIEA used to squat in the premises of this incumbent president, courtesy of the incumbent presidents. Then, to me, I was just wondering, how can our institute be well reflective in the eyes of the public when we, its members who are dealing and involving in real estate transactions, cannot even have a building that we call our own? Now this has come to pass. However, I would like to urge the present National Executive Committee to set up an expansion building plans drive, which the market is still not too bad and agents are still making good money to the bank. More facilities and resources can be made available to attract new members or expanded membership in an expanded space. The Institute has to plan ahead, and in this respect, my son earlier told me that he would like to emulate my footsteps in kick-off once again for this second building fund with a $3,000 personal donation from him. Where's my son? And I was having in mind when I mentioned to the organizing chairman, I says, oh, the big boss, the biggest boy in the banking circles is here in town on the table with us. I say, shouldn't we take the opportunity to request something for them? But the organizing chairman says, Maybank has already contributed 50,000 tonight. Thank you very much, Maybank. But nonetheless, the 50,000 is for this dinner. The additional money will be for the building fund, which Maybank will have a name anonymous who says that this building is also donated by Maybank. What do you think, Dr. Siri? Another $50,000 for MIEA? Oh, thank you, Dr. Siri, nodding his face, right? Do we take that as a yes? Okay. You see, at least then the building, MIEA Maybank building, will be there. So I'm sure the Board of Management would take that into consideration, and Maybank being the largest bank in Malaysia would be able to do something similar, because real estate is a sector that is important to the banking. I would also like to urge those successful agents who have benefited from this profession to contribute and to follow suit. It's worthwhile contributions, as this is our principal calling for the good and future of the Institute and for the benefit of the next and the future generations to come. As MIEA continue to grow, perhaps also the National Management Committee may also look probably into set up to ensure that branches are set up in each and every state throughout the whole country. Something like Radar, which has set up recently a Radar Youth. Once you get over 1,000 members, you can probably set up a youth section for MIEA Youth for those people like me, 40 years or below. And something educational for institute where research, technology and resource center can be embarked on. So I'm actually very happy to come here tonight because he has given me the opportunity to meet not only President Nixon, Vice President Siva Shankar, but also past President Raymond Tang, and we have Ernest Chong down there, we have got Stephen Tew, and we have past President Soma, Julie Wong, Tina Harakumar, and of course our charming organizing chairperson, Wat Eng, Eric Lim, then Kelvin, Jaslyn, Bayanto, and many others. I'm really very pleased to see every one of you here. However, I must say also, I do miss the fellowship of the late president like Aruna Salam, Colonel Gill, Jaswant Singh of King's Agency. When I first started in the 70s, King's Agency were the largest in town and probably the whole country in the 70s. And T.K. Wong and the late Tony Y.T. Lee. Let me share with you a little secret of the past, the excitement which you guys are missing right now. During the past committee meetings, there was suspense and there were fiery exchanges, very emotional and hot changes that lead to even to the throwing of chairs. But those were our initial years, which is now normal. And as a result, which consequently it was decided and resolved that no more drinking during committee meetings. I do regret, however, over the failure of the multiple listing system in the earlier years. And after hearing just now, I do believe the market is ripe and apt now. It is conducive for the multiple listing or MLS portal, which the Institute has set up. Well, for me, coming from a poverty-stricken background is indeed a blessing, for it has led me to conceptualize the importance of community services and to see life in 4 dimensions rather than singular dimension or double 2-dimension or 3 dimensions or 4 dimensions. When I say I see life in 4 dimensions means in the first dimension of life in length, it's not just life in length. The length itself must come with breadth. And the breath represents a life that must be healthy. If you have a length in life and without the breath, then it will be meaningless. And with the breath itself, one must also have depth. So that brings you to the 3rd dimension. You have length, you have breath, and depth will give you a life that is meaningful, a life that is fulfilling. And finally, it leads you to the 4th dimension of height. A height where you question yourself. Where do you come from? Why are you here? Where are you going to go to when you are not here? So looking back in retrospective, being born into a poor family, although it is not my choice, however, it is indeed a blessing in disguise in my case. It had molded my choice and perspectives in life and formulated my attitude that contributed in no small way to consequently what I have been able to achieve today. Attitude determines the altitude. I'm truly and deeply honored by this award and now accept this award with humility and pride. May I wish MIEA every success in the future. Terima kasih, thank you.
Thank you, Dato' Leslie, and a big congratulations on your success and achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, these awards are judged by an independent panel of judges. This year, they comprised a mixture of familiar faces and new blood. For the 4th year running, Mr. Kumar Tharmalingam, the CEO of Malaysia Property Incorporated, played a role as Chief Judge. He was ably assisted by Ms. Au Fong Yee, the Managing Director of the Edge Communications, and Mr. Ho Chin Soon, the Managing Director of Ho Chin Soon Research. Please join me now in giving them a big round of applause to thank them. Mr. Kumar Tharmalingam and Ms. Au Fong Yee were not able to be with us today due to prior engagements. However, we are pleased that Mr. Ho Chin Soon was able to be here to celebrate these awards with us. We would now like to invite Mr. Ho up on stage to receive a small memento from President Nixon in appreciation of his service to us. President Nixon, would you please accompany Dato' Sri on stage to help us give away the awards to the winners. My friends, we come to the highlight of the evening. A total of 20 contributions were received this year, competing for 20 categories of awards. The winners for this year's MIEA Annual Real Estate Awards are as follows. Residential Salesperson of the Year, Ivan Howe, CVD Properties. Ivan is not with us today, and to accept the award will be the Managing Director of CVD Properties, Adrian Wang. Industrial Salesperson of the Year, Danny Low, CVD Properties. Residential Agency of the Year, medium-sized category, Property Hub Sdn Bhd. Commercial Agency of the Year, medium-sized agency, Hartamas Real Estate Sdn Bhd. specialized category for Reedfield Academies and Reedfield Properties in Berhad. State Real Estate Agency of the Year, Johor, Tiram Realty. State Real Estate Agency of the Year, Sarawak, Borneo Real Estate. Now we come to the big four. Real Estate Agent of the Year 2012, Mr. David Ong, Reedfield Properties. Real Estate Agency of the Year 2012, Small Agency Category, GDS Properties. Real Estate Agency of the Year 2012, medium-sized category, Hartamas Real Estate. Real Estate Agency of the Year 2012, large agency category, Reedfield Properties in Berhad. Can the winners please gather for a group photograph with the guest of honor and the president? Big round of applause, everybody. Come on, we can do better than that.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations. celebrations and jubilations. I want the world to know how happy as can be.
While the award winners remain on stage to give their acceptance speeches, we invite President Nixon and Dato Sri to take their seats. I know you guys are restless, but surely winning these awards warrant them an opportunity to say something. So I'd like you all to show respect and honor them for their win by please being silent and letting them have a few minutes to say their thank you speeches. We'll invite them one by one in no particular order. Can we please give them a big round of applause, and let's hear what made them winners today.
Hi, good evening. First of all, thank you MIEA organizing this award for all the real estate agents. On behalf of Ivan Hao, today, unfortunately, he cannot attend to receive this award. On behalf of him, I would like to thank you MIEA for giving him the chance to take this award. Ivan Hao has joined CBD almost 4 years. We are glad to have him, and today his award will be recognized. He's a very hardworking guy. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I am glad and honored to be here today, and I would like definitely the journey to be here tonight doesn't come easy. It was rough. So I would like to thank you as 4 particular key persons that helped me to be here today, which is first, definitely my parents, who always support me during the bad time or good time, all the way long. And also, I would like to thank CBD Properties Managing Director, who always give me the full support and encourage me to participate in this competition. And of course, to all my customers also, which always give me opportunity, and definitely to all my colleagues and colleagues who always together, brainstorming together to make me a better person. I would thanks MIEA for this recognition. Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you MIEA for this exceptional award. I'm glad and honored to receive this award on behalf of Property Hub. Firstly, I must sing praises to Christopher Lim and Benjamin T for their passion and beliefs to bring about great positive changes to Property Hub. I would not be standing here receiving this award tonight without them. To my dedicated management team, team leaders and negotiators, all of you have worked tirelessly towards this success. This award goes to you too. Well done, Property Hubbers. Thank you again and have a good evening.
Dato Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, Maybank CEO and President. President Mr. Paul, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. I would like to thank MIEA and the panel of judges for awarding these awards to our farmers. It is indeed a great honor to our firm in the real estate practice, and especially being a repeat similar recipient to last year's awards. This achievement was attributed to to the team effort in Hartamas, who are dedicated and work very hard over the years. With this recognition, it will spur my team to push harder and bring the company to greater heights. In this industry, we always believe that hard work, commitment, focus are the key to success. Good luck to fellow practitioners in the upcoming event. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, let us thank MIEA for doing a wonderful job of organizing this dinner and awards. And we are deeply honored with this award, and we'd like to thank the hard work of our commercial team, especially those from KL Trillion team, Wangsa 118, and the Atmosphere team. We will certainly strive harder with this good encouragement, and let us all work extra hard for the coming next year awards. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me? All right, that's good. First of all, guests of honor, MIEA President Mr. Nixon Paul, Council members, Awards Committee, ladies and gentlemen, and all my Reedfield colleagues. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this award. I believe this award, the specialized category this year, is the first award given, and it is for education. And to me, education is so important in our industry. Education is the basis of professionalism, and professionalism is the pathway of success. And that's why this is an important award and important recognition. In Reedfield, over the last 28 years, our philosophy has been to continually educate our people to be professional real estate negotiators and estate agents. And over the last 28 years, with my simple calculation I did, we have actually trained about 6,000 negotiators to be professionals in the industry. And many of them today are contributing to the industry as a whole in one way or another. I also know quite a number of estate agents who are also doing this, and today I want to share this award with you. That together we must strive to educate our negotiators so that we have a better industry for the future. Thank you. In Reedfield, at present we are having quite a number of programs to educate our people. Other than just skills training, we also have leadership development training and good character development training. And we believe education is the basis of the success of the future of our real estate industry. And thank you very much for the award once again from MIEA. And I just have one thought to leave with you before I step down from here. That is, what is the future of our real estate business going to be? And to me, somebody suggested to me as I was having a casual chat with the person just a few days ago, that our real estate companies should position ourselves not just as companies to do real estate business, but as companies where learning and education can be a priority. And I believe if we continue to develop learning and education as a priority, then we will nurture and develop people that come into the industry with a high degree of professionalism, with a high degree of ethics and knowledge and skills that will contribute positively to this industry. And to end this, I would like to leave with you a quote by President Nelson Mandela, which says, "Education is the most and powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. A quote by Nelson Mandela. And I believe in our industry, education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change our industry for a better future. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day and God bless you.
Good evening, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time for my company to receive this award from MIEA headquarters. May I share this joy together with our Johor Bahru, Johor estate agents together. Next year, our Johor Bahru branch chairman just told us that next year we will try to get more estate agents to take part in this award. So by then we will see more estate agents coming for this dinner. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to MIEA for this State Award, Sarawak. And most importantly, well done to my boss, Mr. Aubrey Chan. Unfortunately, today he cannot join us today, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all my real estate agents, some 28 years ago, I would have not dreamed, to be standing here and sharing my thoughts while receiving this prestigious award. But in our hearts, in Redfield, we have had this great desire to do well, to excel, and to work hard for it. I guess this is the realization of the desire and the testimony of God's grace to the company and to all our fellow Redfieldians. I thank God. I thank God for this blessing and all those who have contributed to the making of this happen in 3 consecutive years. It is actually, I'm fighting on behalf of all my fellow colleagues and all the Redfieldians there. They're all seated over their side. It's through their hard work, their tenacity, their number of working hours, and they have worked very hard. And I would like to thank MIEA and the award committee for according this award to Redfield. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
For some of you who might be wondering why I'm standing behind her, she's my wife. I'm the head and she's the neck. And she controls me by telling me just now, stand behind me. This is heavy stuff. After all the work, we still have to carry some weight. Honored guests, MIA President Nixon and all the council members, award committee, and distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, and of course to my Wheatfield pillars who are all seated there. It is truly a great honor this year to even receive the 2 awards, the Real Estate Agency of the Year and the Real Estate Agent of the Year. And it humbles me, and we are extremely thankful for according us this honor. I have to say that today where I stand is purely by the grace of God and for many, many people that have contributed to my life. And so I just want to, I won't take too long, but just want to thank the many, many people that have been instrumental in investing into my life to be where I am today. And to the Wheatfield Group, the people in the academy who have done a great job in doing all the back-end work, all my heads of business, head of sales, all our super negotiators. I want to let you know that you are truly the pillars of our group. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and all glory and honor to God. Thank you.
So I'm left as the anchor speaker, so I have to deliver something right. I hope I can deliver something. Guest of honor, Dato Sri, Dato, Datin, my fellow estate agents, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. I'll try to make it short. I know you all are tired hearing so many of the speakers. Once again, I'm very delighted to receive this award for the 3rd time. All praises to the Lord. I wish to dedicate this success to all my clients, staff, negotiators, my lovely wife and children for their relentless support. This is definitely not possible without them. I also wish to thank my fellow estate agent and negotiators who had contributed to the success. Last but not least, I would like to take this opportunity to thank MIEA Council and the Awards Committee for making this event once again a memorable night for me. A big thank you. Is that enough? Very short and done. I must really thank MIEA, because this award means a lot to me. It has given me a lot of recognition, and I think there are many people out there who also will qualify, but they're not coming forth. I hope they will come forth to participate in the future. Any more tips you need? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bye.
Thank you, award winners. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all stand up and give them a big round of applause. Come forward, guys. Come forward and be recognized. Okay, thank you, award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings an end to the MIEA National Real Estate Awards. Once again, congratulations to the winners, and a big thank you, Dato Sri, for graciously giving away the awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shiva Shankar, and a huge congratulations again to all the winners. And a special mention of a big congratulations to my boss, Mr. and Mrs. Eric Lim from Hatamas Real Estate. Where may all of you scale greater heights in the following year. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to another big highlight in our program tonight. We are indeed very honored to have with us our guest of honor at this evening's event, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar. I have a lot of Maybanker friends, and they all tell me that since Datuk Sri came into the fold, came into Maybank in 2008, he has completely transformed the bank to what it is today. He is known as Mr. Transformer. So this is his profile. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar was appointed as the President and CEO and Executive Director of Maybank on 1st of May 2008. Maybank is Malaysia's largest bank with over 2,200 branches and offices in 17 countries, employing 45,000 people and serving 22 million customers. He serves as chairman of the Group Executive Committee and as a member of the Credit Review Committee of the board. Prior to joining Maybank, Datuk Sri was a Group CEO of Telecom Malaysia Berhad from July 2004 to April 2008. He was also formerly the Managing Director, CEO of UEM Group Berhad and UEM World Berhad, as well as Executive Vice Chairman of Plus Expressways Berhad. This was preceded by serving at Telecom Malaysia Berhad as a Chief Financial Officer in 2001. His current directorships in companies within the Maybank Group include as Director of Maybank AG's Holding Berhad, Maybank Investment Bank Berhad, and PT Bank International Indonesia Tbk. His directorships in other companies include being the chairman of the Malaysian Electronic Payment System, Sindam Berhad, and as a director of Chandama's Holding Berhad and ASEAN Finance Corporation Limited. Datuk Sri is also currently the chairman of the Association of Banks in Malaysia, vice chairman of the Institute of Banks Malaysia, and a member of the investment panel of Lembaga Tabung Haji and Kumpulan Wan Persaraan. He has been a great friend to MIEA over the last few years and has provided invaluable support and sponsorship to the Institute. We are truly thankful for all his help and are extremely proud to have with us here today as our guest of honor. Fellow practitioners, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the President and CEO of Maybank and our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia, Datuk Sri Abdul Wahid Omar.
Thank you, Christopher, for the very kind introduction. Mr. Nixon Paul, President of the MIEA, Ms. Tan, the organizing chairperson, distinguished council members of the Institute, Mr. Ho Ketat, Managing Director of the Star Publications, my colleague, Mr. Lim Hong Kat, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening. Now, first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Mr. Nixon Paul and the Council of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents for inviting me to this prestigious event. Now, I count it as a privilege to be amongst so many successful estate agents. I must say though that this is not usual for a bank CEO to be invited to grace a gathering of real estate agents. Now, for me though, I couldn't refuse accepting the invitation for two reasons. Firstly, the invitation itself came from someone by the name of President Nixon. So, with that kind of name, how can you say no? And secondly, I've got a few properties that I need to offload into the market. And some of these properties are in Cyberjaya. And what better way than being present in such an event so that you can really pick the best estate agent to help you market your property so that you can get a bit of premium. So that's the reason why I'm here tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's getting late. Spare me 5 minutes to give my brief speech. Let me cover 3 areas in my short speech. Firstly, in terms of recognizing and promoting excellence. Secondly, opportunities in the Malaysian property sector. And third, speaking about our support at Maybank to MIEA. Speaking of recognizing and promoting excellence, I'm encouraged to see so many professional estate agents here tonight. It is good to know that you recognize the importance of being part of a professional body. I believe MIEA is an excellent vehicle to represent the interest of its members and in promoting excellence among them. I understand that this is the 4th year in which these awards are being given out. The fact that it has grown from just 6 award categories 4 years ago to some 22 categories today, as was been mentioned by Mr. Siva earlier, speaks volumes about the success of the Institute in improving professionalism and quality within the industry. Having said that, I do hope that you don't extend the categories too much though, because otherwise we'll be here well beyond midnight. Now, this awards program is something to be lauded. In this day and age, there is always a premium attached to excellence, whether in product or service quality. Having such an award program will ensure the estate agents continuously strive to attain higher standards. This, in turn, will result in better all-round public acceptance of your roles. Apart from distinguishing yourselves through your code of conduct and high standards, another way to promote your profession is to ensure an adequate supply of professional estate agents in all the towns and districts of the country. In this regard, the recent collaboration between MIEA and the Open University of Malaysia is very, very timely. With courses running simultaneously in major towns, this initiative has opened up educational possibilities for members who can upgrade their skills and knowledge. The second topic of opportunities in the Malaysian property sector. The Malaysian property market offers tremendous opportunities for estate agents. Despite the global economic challenges, our property market has remained relatively strong. For instance, in 2011, it recorded double-digit growth in the volume and value of transactions compared to that of 2010. Now, with the government's economic transformation program underway, you can expect more opportunities to come your way. It is obvious then that estate agents will have to rise to the occasion, and the various programs in place to enhance the skills of agents will therefore be timely. And in fact, I believe there will be room for more trained professional estate agents in the country. I understand there are slightly more than 1,700 registered estate agents here in Malaysia today. For a country of Malaysia's size, with a population of some 28 to 30 million people, I believe this is a fairly small number. So I would encourage all of you to find ways to attract more members into your ranks to serve the public better. That brings me to the last topic of Maybank support for MIEA. Ladies and gentlemen, Maybank, as one of the leading banking groups in ASEAN, is committed to ensuring that the local property market enjoys steady growth. We are one of the leading financiers of property in the country, and we acknowledge the role that estate agents play in ensuring a vibrant market. This is precisely why we embarked on a partnership with MIEA over the past 2 years. What started out as merely a tentative step has now blossomed into firm friendship, which has been mutually beneficial to both parties. One of these is the Maybank MIEA National Real Estate Awards that reflect our shared vision for promoting and recognizing excellence within the industry. Now, it is my hope that we will be able to jointly support Malaysia's efforts for sustained growth in the property sector, and indeed, I hope we will be able to do more together to make MIEA recognized as among the top professional bodies in the country. Speaking of collaboration, it is my hope that you will channel more business to Maybank. Now, being the number one, not only the number one bank here in Malaysia, but also the most valuable company in Malaysia in terms of market capitalization, we serve all communities in Malaysia. And in terms of shareholding, you will realize that some 70% of our shares are held by various institutions like PNB, EPF, the pension fund, and so on. So effectively, if you are unit holders of Amanah Saham Wawasan, if you are contributor to the EPF, you also are major shareholders of Maybank. So whatever business you give to Maybank, you are actually giving it for the benefit of the Malaysian people as well. So for that, please do more business with us. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to thank all of you for this honor to address you. Rest assured that we are ever ready to work together for an even brighter future for all of us. Whether the team coming from Maybank, whether it's Mr. Lim or Jamarullah or Tracy or Paul, who's probably here almost full time with you, we rest assured that we'll be here for you to serve you better. And finally, my congratulations to all the award winners tonight. I hope you will all continue to succeed for many, many more years to come. And for those who didn't quite make it up here on the stage, please do not be disheartened. So we look forward to seeing you collecting the awards for next year. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Dato' Sri. We kindly request Dato' Sri to stay on stage. Please help me to welcome the MIEA President, President Nixon, on stage for presentation of a memento to our guest of honor. Thank you, Dato' Sri and Mr. Nixon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a time for the lucky draw. Now, for those of you who still haven't dropped your business card into the bowl, please do so now. The bowl will be somewhere on top of the stage. So if you have not dropped in your business card, please do it now for the lucky draw. The lucky draw prizes are sponsored by past President Mr. Raymond Tang, and let's give him a big hand for that. And please help me to welcome the ever beautiful and graceful Miss Julie Wong, our immediate past president, to do the honors. Okay, the third prize goes to, this card has a yellow color one on the surface. Huh? Looks like my card. It's Desmond Roy Jagan from Maybank. Congratulations. Now for the second prize. This one also got yellow color, got color blind. It's of course red, and it's also my very good friend, Mr. Gerard Koh, Redfield. Congratulations. Julie, there's another one, the first prize. Now the first prize, whoever gets it, no need to close sale for 1 year because it's a very big one. Hopefully they choose my card also. It's amazing how you can see from so far away. Even I sit down there also, I cannot see the color. Okay, of course it's red again, and it's none other than Mr. Alan Lee from Redfield. Congratulations, first prize. Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you, Miss Julie Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, the night is still young. Music machine will continue to play. Please continue to have good fellowship with one another. Beers and whiskey are still on sale. Thank you and good night.